Alright, this is going to be a tutorial for Chapter 1. This is the beginner route for Dead Space 2. So everything that I'm going to be showing you in this video, I would recommend to first-time runners. So if you don't have the intro skip downloaded, I would recommend downloading that, as that can cause a lot of hassle. Because if you have to reset, then you have to watch the entire cutscene. You can look on speedrun.com for that. I will link that in the description of this video. So other than that, let's get started. So I notice immediately that we load right in. Basically, you're just going to want to be dodging all of these necromorphs. Just running straight through, taking the path that I take. There's no other path that you can take. So, your main objective here is to just get through this as fast as possible. Don't linger here for too long. There's going to be a quick time event coming up right here. So, mashing as fast as possible. And I'm going to turn down the audio because I'm going to go deaf. Alright. So, for this first part of Chapter 1, we're just going to be running most of the time. We're not going to be stopping at all, just opening doors, taking as best movement as we can. So what you can do for this wheelchair right here is you can actually just run straight through it instead of walking around it like that. So I will be explaining all of the tricks that we do. Actually, before I say that, I will mention there's two ways that you can go in this room. The left side is faster than the right side, so I'd recommend just going to the left. But anyways, all of the tricks that I'll be showing you in this chapter, I will link in the description for in-depth tutorials on it, so that you can get, if you need to, you can get a better understanding of how they work. I will also be linking all of the tricks that I do not do in this chapter in case you want to try some of them. I would not recommend trying the trick in this chapter that saves the most, because it is the hardest skip in the game. So, but yeah, we're in a long cutscene right here. So we're just waiting for this guy to rip us out of the straitjacket.
We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of the straitjacket. No one's getting out of here alive. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what I've done. Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy.
Yeah, there's nothing really special going on. If you're not doing quarantine skip, then this chapter is one of the easiest chapters in the game. There's really nothing to worry about in this chapter. So here, what we're going to do, we're going to mash interact, which is E. And then we pick up that health pack, so we're going to press Q and then E to pick up the flashlight. And then we can turn left. You know, this is Dana here. She will betray us later, but that's okay. Alright, so coming up is our first trick. It's called Table Boost. I should mention right now, most of the tricks in this game require high FPS, so probably around 200 is where you're going to want to be. Yeah, if you don't have high FPS, a lot of these tricks won't work, which is pretty unfortunate, but it does require a decent gaming PC in order to do most of these tricks. So, yeah. It uses a tech called wall boosting. So, oh, when you get here, just press the locator. That'll take you out of that. So when you get in this room, the very, very dark room, usually what you do is you would run around all of those tables and then just straight through. But what we're going to do, and I'd recommend this to all new runners, is there's going to be this big table right here. It's really hard to miss. We're just going to run over it. Literally just, and you will boost up. There is an alternate version of the trick that you can do. It's called extended table boost, but I'm not going to show that in this tutorial because I wouldn't recommend it for first-time runners. If you want, I will link it in the description below. So once you do that, just head over to this door. Now, our next piece of tech that we're going to be doing is called flashlight duplication. Basically, what it does is it utilizes a tutorial, and this tutorial will spawn in a separate flashlight so that you can skip cutscenes. Again, this isn't really hard at all, so I'd recommend everyone that everyone does this. So, it's gonna start as soon as we open this door. We're going to pause. There's this tutorials menu right here. We're gonna open it. So now what you do is you go down to restore health. That's the tutorial that you want. So you're gonna press E. Pressing Q right here won't do anything, so we're going to press it anyways. But when you press E again, after you press Q, that's what's really going to make... if I were to press E here right now, the trick would not work. You need to press it while you're in a cutscene. So for example, this cutscene right here, I'm just going to press E, and we're going to get out of it. So now you can see I can move again. And after that, we're just going to do it again. Open. And then we're going to climb in the vent. You can press Q whenever we want, but do not press E yet. Do not press E yet. If you press E, this will not work, this upcoming part. Most of the tricks that we do in this game, sorry, I should rephrase that. This game is timed in-game time, which means that when you pause, no time will be taken off of your final time. So that's why tricks like this one right here will be faster. Because what we're going to do, as soon as we fall out of this vent, we're going to hit E on the tutorial. So we fell, we can press E. You can see our camera's kind of wobbly here. Now we're just going to checkpoint restart. And that will put us here, and we can skip this entire animation that happens whenever you fall out of the vent. So next, just come over here, interact with this panel right here. You don't have to do this hack panel yet. You'll see hack panels coming up in Chapter 2. But that's for a later time. So now we just gained our first power-up. It's called Kinesis. And Kinesis is very strong. It's pretty much recommended that you use Kinesis whenever possible. So here, we're just going to grab one of these spears, and we need to shoot it through this glass. So yeah. Just run past this guy. He doesn't do anything. Call the elevator. You can try and kill this guy with that if you want. It doesn't matter. He won't hit you. And then go up. You get another health back here, so I would use it because when you are below half health, you will run slower. So 2 health packs is the perfect amount to get you up to where you need to be for full running speed. Alright, in this next room, there's going to be 3 enemies, 1 that spawns over here and 2 over here. We're going to run past the first guy, and then we're going to shoot the second guy, and then we're going to dodge the third guy. As you can see, we're just going to dodge this guy. There's a spear right here that you can use to kill that guy. So he's relatively harmless. Most of the time, he doesn't... the guy that I shot doesn't land here. So what you can do instead is you can... kill him. He won't land there this time. You can use this body right here to just get rid of him. And he won't be able to hit you, and you can just run through. I'd recommend picking up these items right here. Open this, and then turn around. You can stomp this guy for some extra loot. Doesn't matter. And now we're finally going to be getting our plasma cutter. So, yeah.
Calm down. I'll cut you out of there. Is that a tissue laser? A plasma cutter? Oh my god! Fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Shit.
Alright, so when we get our plasma cutter here, we're just going to run past this guy. He will not hit, well, he will very rarely hit you, but most of the time he doesn't do anything. So this guy right here, we just need to shoot once, and then we can run past him. And then we're just going to continue to run through these rooms.
Isaac, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know.
It is also recommended that you pick up as many items as you can along the way. So, such as these credits right here, 1,000 credits. There's some ammo underneath this guy right here, and these boxes right here. So now when you get here, there's going to be 3 enemies. This room's on a timer, so even if you don't kill any of the enemies, this door right here will still unlock. So just remember that. Oops. So there's the first guy. We're just going to kill him to get rid of him. Make sure to always, or at least try to always grab his items. And then third guy. Notice how I'm using Kinesis a lot of the time. That's because Kinesis is very strong. As you can see, the door opened before I even killed him, so. 2 items right here. Got another health pack, nice. There's another item right there if you want it. So now we're about to get to probably the most difficult room of this entire chapter if you are not doing quarantine skip, and that is the quarantine itself. There's a pretty precise way to do this, or not precise, sorry, but basically you're going to want to trigger the cutscene by running all the way down there, and then you're going to run all the way back up here as fast as possible, and that's going to set you up for a nice, easy way to kill all of these enemies. So if you're lucky, the first guy will spawn out of this vent. And he did. Okay, nice. So kill him, and then immediately there's going to be 3 enemies to your right. So this guy's going to pop out of this right here. There's another guy that's going to pop out of that vent right there. And now... Oh, that was it. Wait, where are you going? Well, that was not supposed to happen. But it gives you good opportunity to show you what can happen in this room. I got pretty unlucky, but yeah. I'm gonna show you that again though, because I want you guys to have a full understanding of, you know, how to move through that room and how to kill these enemies. So I'm gonna do it pretty fast this time. So again, trigger that cutscene. In terms of moving these things, I just do it because why not? You don't have to do it at all. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay, whatever. You also don't have to shoot that vent. I know you might see some runners do that, but you don't have to. Okay, we're hoping for him to come out through this. Okay. I wanted him to give me the bad pattern, but... Basically, the bad pattern is, instead of spawning out of that vent, this guy will spawn right here first, and then you have to backtrack to here. So it is considerably slower than just getting him to spawn out of the vent immediately. Alright, so as soon as you kill all 5, that will immediately cause this door right here to unlock. So yeah. You just come through here. You can turn around and grab this plasma cutter ammo if you want. So, oh yeah, sorry, this is our first hack panel. So the way that hack panels work in this game is each of the time there is a singular blue weak point. And whenever you find that blue weak point, you're going to want to press left mouse button. So you're going to rotate your mouse around, try and find that blue spot, and then press it. If you if you don't do it, then it will waste a pretty good amount of time. So we're just going to do it pretty slow. It's right there. It's right there. And it's right there. So this guy right here, if you don't stasis him, he is invincible and he will kill you in one shot. So you want to make sure that you stasis him at the right time, and then we're just going to shoot him. There is another strat that you can do, and you can run past this guy, but it is more risky, and it can sometimes cause your game to crash for whatever reason. So stasis, and then just take off his limbs. Make sure to always grab the item. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to open the security gate, grab the stasis so that you have full, and then just stasis the gate and run through. Here is the Puker Room. What you can do is you can just run past it. Run past both these Pukers right here. Sometimes you might get it to where one of the Pukers despawns. That's normal, don't worry about it. And then I would kill them and get their item from them. All while waiting for this elevator to open. Alright, we are almost out of Chapter 1. There is a boss fight at the end of Chapter 1, and that's pretty much it.
What the fuck?
Alright. So what we're going to be doing now is we're just going to be running past. And then through this room. You'll get a nice amount of ammo there. I believe it's about 24 on casual. So it's very nice. So in this room, there's a decompression. And most of the time, you'll see a big glass wall. And when you shoot it, this will happen. But this time, it's just the game introducing you. So most of the time, whenever you gain control, you're gonna want to shoot these triangular little signs right here, and that'll stop the decompression. So you can see I'm aiming, and I shot it, and that got rid of it. We're gonna be running through here. There's a necromorph here. Just ignore him. There's 1,000 credits on that table if you really don't have any. So the suit that we're gonna buy will always be the engineering suit, and that is because if you are on the down-patched version of this game, that is the only suit that there will be, and it is the only suit that is allowed for new game. So always make sure that you get that suit instead of, you know, or the Riot security suit or something else that you might have because of the DLC. Whenever you download this game, there will always be DLC, and the only way to remove that DLC is by using the down patch that can be found on speedrun.com. There's nothing else that you can buy at the store here, so we're just gonna exit immediately. As you can see. Alright. This is our first instance of 0G. It's not deadly at all. It's there for 2 seconds and then it's gone. Alright, so this is the room with the boss fight. Let me just let this close so I don't die. So the first thing that you're going to do, immediately, you're going to want to run to this big pillar on the right side of it like this. And then hold left. Keep holding left, keep holding left. You'll move as he jumps. So now what you're going to want to do, each of his arms requires 3 shots to kill on casual. So the best way that we're going to do it is we're going to stasis him so that his arms become way easier to shoot and he doesn't lunge at you. Like this. Stasis the ground, that's usually what I do. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you'll notice that he will die. And then turn to your left, and there's a door right here. You can pick up this ammo. And then that is the boss fight. That is probably the easiest, or sorry, probably the hardest boss fight in Dead Space 2, and that is because every other boss is easy. Kinesis that, and that is basically the end of Chapter 1. Just gonna finish up through this vent right here. So again, I will put all of the tricks down in the description, even quarantine skip, although I would not recommend doing it unless you were going for a world record time, because it is extremely difficult. And that is Chapter 1.